Hello and welcome everyone, my name is Drewlik and we're doing PvP. Today I'm bringing you possibly the worst spec in Star Wars PvP, the Lethality Operative. It even comes in behind the Pyrotech and any form of Juggernaut. Yes, a spec that is literally less desirable for me than Juggernaut. Now, I don't know if it's worse than, I haven't played the Fury Marauder yet, but that is going to come. That's going to come in a future video, but fuck that in general. And yeah, I don't know if it was out of genuine interest. Look at me, so pro, stealthing the other stealth guy. Now, as I said, I don't know if it was out of genuine interest that you just generally, would like to know how this kind of spec works, but part of me thinks you just want to see me suffer, with these kind of specs. Like, the damage output is just so incredibly low. There is no burst whatsoever. It went so far that I even had a look if I did something wrong. But no, this spec genuinely has no burst. It has nothing going for it. Like, the culling is nice, but the damage is just so gradual. It does nothing. It really does nothing. And to top it off, there's zero defensive cooldowns on this spec. So I really had to get creative and, really work around stuff. I scaled down the vanish cooldown just so I could vanish more often, because this spec has got nothing. Now, jumping into this game, as you could see, I was dealing, quite a decent amount of damage and stuff like that, but, and then we did tap two pylons right here, but this spec is horrible for a number of reasons, and starting off with the very first one right now, because I don't want to just put this out there, just saying, oh, this is terrible, but Drewlik just can't play that spec. Now, the first thing is what makes Concealment so incredibly good and valuable, at least in Warzone PvP, is that in his role he gets a 100% immunity against tech and range attacks, and that extends even 0.5 seconds, out of that role. That means you can mitigate a lot of very predictable abilities. You don't have that. And there's no incentive for you to actually roll. You have the 30% or 40% dodge chance. That's nice, I guess, but against the abundance of tech and force classes, it does nothing. It does absolutely nothing. And look at me, just trying to burst the healer. It's so painful. He would be dead thrice if I was a Concealment operative, because he would have gotten rooted, he would have gotten his big crits and stuff like that. And I'm not just saying that because I like burst specs. Like, this spec has literally no damage. The only way to deal damage with this spec is through multi-dotting and then vanishing. That's the only thing you can do with this. I have found no use for it. I have lost 1v1s. I rarely ever lose 1v1s, and that is only if I can't play the spec or something is going horribly wrong. This spec has no 1v1 capability. It has zero. I tried everything. I was really thinking I did something wrong here. So I kind of, did some investigation. I just had tried to have a look, for some, guys on YouTube, trying to play, 3.0 Lethality Operative, and there were none. There were a few people who all said that was dog shit, and they were right. And of course, I even went so far as, looking for a Wuzbasky video, but of course, there, as expected, there was nothing new. Didn't know what I was looking for there. Nothing revolutionary we had there. He, of course, just, multi-dotted everything. And that's literally the only redeeming feature of the spec. You can AoE cleave, that's it. So, nice 1v5 right here. As you can see right now, I'm getting, of course, owned. Because, yeah, there's nothing. There's nothing. I've nothing for you. There's nothing in my special little trick bag. I've got nothing. And, of course, as I said, I was doubting myself. If there's some trick, I know there are some, decent healing capabilities, so I tried that out, tried to roll away, use the double probe on me, just to get some hots going, like you can do with the Madness Sorcerer. But I realized it was utterly pointless and futile, because your dots deal 0 damage, and all of that healing just takes away from your global cooldowns. So you need the global cooldowns to actually deal damage, because you deal no damage at all. And if you use up some of these cooldowns, these global cooldowns for healing yourself, you're going to deal even less damage. So you're a non-surviving, non-damage dealing, melee, squishy Stealth, I have no fucking idea what they thought that this thing was good. There's nothing good about this, really. I'm not going to play this again. Thank you for all the interest in this spec. My conclusion is it's dog shit on level 60. It was quite nice on level 55. You had a decent amount of burst. It did quite well, actually, and I like playing the spec. But whatever they did right here, you know, turning around with the numbers and stuff like that, this is horrible. Utterly horrible. And that is my conclusion of this spec. So you could see me, you know, doing some random shit here and there, but nothing really, you know, too revolutionary. This guy, I know, and I know this guy. I've played against him before. Not wanting to flame anybody right here, but he's not the best assassin. And of course, I am utterly unable to kill him because, yeah, there's nothing. So half of the time you are trying to set up your dots, if they do not purge them. So if they still have the dots once you've got your setup, you are setting up for getting your tactical advantages. If you ignore your tactical advantages and just dot, of course you're dealing damage, but you're also not killing anything. So I'm just dodging all of that stuff. I have to roll away defensively because I cannot 1v1 a Marauder, something that is unheard of an operative actually. You know, Concealment is very strong against these kinds of specs, but of course, I do not have these abilities. Actually killed somebody there. You can see that right there. Did kill somebody who, I don't know if he was AFK or something like that, but I did kill him. So that kind of went on right there. So as I'm seeing that I'm getting kind of focused right there, and that there's some healing going on, once more get focused, and that is of course it, because again there's nothing, and I'm just trying to use my med pack, and I'm just using that to late and opening all of my panels because yeah, I was utterly disappointed by this entire experience right here, and and I don't know if there are some people out there who play him in, I don't know, low battlegrounds and just are generally interested how it works in level 60, or if, you know, some people know how bad it is and just wanted to see me, you know, just with this horrible spec, like this is not living. Look at that. Look at how long it just takes so long to kill one fucking target. It's ridiculous. And now you can see me in the nice 1v1 against the power tech. I have literally not enough damage to damage him against his rocket heals. Like, he's skilled that his rockets heal him, and he healed through my damage. Like, this is insane. It is insane. I am so mad right now just watching this. Like, how could they do that? And don't get on me, on my ass, you know, just saying like, you know, you did something wrong, you should have been behind the target, don't face tank a power tech. How should I not face tank him? You have, I don't know, like 20 seconds of I don't know, setup time for doing this kind of shit. It's ridiculous. It's literally ridiculous right now. So just vanished right here, interrupting the tap and everything, because of course I am playing objective oriented, because I'm not zerging with this spec. This is not living. Now, stunning the assassin right here, you can see the nice little 1v1 going on right there. Of course, I'm getting heavily outtraded by just 2 abilities of him, while I had a barrage and onslaught of abilities which did nothing to him. I think I'm repeating myself in that kind of regard, but I just want to emphasize how, oh god, just look at me dying right there. It's impossible. Like, I could have rolled in the other spec without them, you know, being able to kill me. But we delayed them enough, so we got 2 emplacements right here. Would have never won this game if it wasn't for us tapping 2 emplacements, because they mopped the floor with us in the middle, and at every emplacement we could only delay them, but we did that, so that's kind of nice. And I have played quite the amount of Lethality Operative, so I tried out different utilities, I tried out different, you know, play styles. Actually, I don't know if there are such things as play styles. I really tried to make this one work, and I couldn't. And this is the best video I have, you know, where I did decently, and this is only due to the enemies being absolutely horrible. Like, every time the enemies were just half decent, I just died. So as you can see right here, that would have been a very easy kill on Concealment right here. But what I have to do is heal myself, run away a bit more, run away and vanish to let the other guy, you know, finish him off, because I was unable to kill him. Usually if you get in a situation like that and he's at 40% and you get a 4-second stun off and he does not break it, then he's dead. If you're playing a viable spec. I do not. I actually, you know, just kind of cry all the time, and yeah, just don't do it. I don't know who has the I really don't know who has the perseverance and you know, the stamina to actually play this spec, and I very much respect people who do. Yeah, because it does nothing. Actually, I don't respect people who do that. Actually, stop playing this kind of spec in my battleground, please. We're losing because of you. You're doing a lot less than you could do. Seriously. Now, doing the delay games here is you know, something which is prone to every single operative. That's nothing, you know, that is exclusive to lethality or concealment. So I'm doing a decent job here and interrupting their pylon recapture, which is what they're trying to do right here. Of course, getting stunned right there means that I immediately lose half of my HP without being able to retaliate any of that damage, because, I don't know, that's just how it works. And we are in a nice 3v2, and I still have to kite back here because I have no chance. So I kind of learned during the course of this game how incredibly useless I am, and that I can only, you know, bait enemies away. And I'm doing a good amount of damage right here, but again, it's not enough. It's just not enough. It's just not enough. So yeah, that's basically it. So I am going to, you know, continue this kind of, you know, series where I play specs that you want to see. Also, you can still comment if you like to see any specs you know, want to see me play. But I'm done with Lethality Operative. There's nothing new to be had. I'm sure that he has got, you know, some capabilities in ranked arena, but again, I wouldn't recommend it. See, I didn't even get top damage right here, and you know, the general level of play was quite low in this entire game. So yeah, you kind of know that something is wrong right there without, you know, wanting to sound too arrogant, but that is just how it is. Anyway, I know that some people out there are maybe thinking, you know, maybe he didn't give it a fair chance and everything, so I've got queued up for you right here a nice little concealment game. Nothing, you know, too revolutionary could be seen right now in this concealment game. Like, there's nothing, you know, where you can see like the best newest thing of concealment right here. In general, this is just a stomp. Every stealther that you know, has played Void Star for a long time knows these kinds of games. It's just an instant tap. It's very fun, and I just wanted to highlight it right here. Of course, the spec does help. You know, that I'm not playing a spec that is actually terrible. That of course helps always. You know, that I'm playing concealment right now and not this other thing. So you can see me right here. So seeing him, he breaks that immediately, so I, you know, just re-CC him as he kicks away. He of course does not tap, and I'm like, why didn't you, you know, just tap the door right here? He was of course CC'd, but I mean, it's okay. So I'm just dealing nice amounts of damage right about now. So as I was saying about this game, as we burst this guy, I just think it's incredibly funny to show off. Nice 10k there. To show off this kind of gameplay. Just to see how it looks like from the operative's perspective, who is tapping everything. Because you have had these games, surely, if you played against that, it's infuriating. If you had someone on your team, maybe you don't know what it looks like. So this is just, you know, that kind of perspective as I'm healing that guy up. How it looks like if you just rush straight through everything and the enemies are bad enough to ignore you. So starting off right here, as the door opens, I immediately roll through there, you know, just to get faster to where I need to be right there. Now, the interesting thing about this one is they know that the right door went through first, so as we are trying to tap here, they are immediately moving over because they know that the right side was uncontested, and this is of course where I you know, go in this and roll to resist so I don't get decloaked. And of course on this side the tap goes through because they, you know, they just didn't put any pressure on there. So I'm over here. This door is already open, and you can see me doing very good trick. Very nice of the other guy right there, you know, drawing the attention to the left door, so I can go over to the right door. Very nice of him. So he's not pre-made anything. That was just unspoken tactics. So very good play of him right there, just rolling over here, you know, planting that bomb, And the interesting thing is that one guy does see me and does actually target me. That's this guy right here. As I got the bomb tap off, got a nice re-stealth going right here. He of course tries to uncloak me, and I of course do the good old delay game. He of course tries to tap that, but I'm like, nope, not gonna have it. And he of course breaks it. I don't know why. Tries to unveil me, and of course another stealth decloak right here, and a nice nade because I don't want to risk anything right there. And that is basically it. So, you know, just rolling through here, the resist is so nice, it's incredible, and just purge the slow right there with the nice evasion, so everything is going absolutely fine, and I don't know what I'm doing right now. I think I was trying to fake out on that one, but I was realizing, yeah, there's no extra stealth, so I'm just stealthing over here, and trying, you know, to look for the delay, like maybe the enemies are getting delayed, and you can just see that they have no chance, because we're just so incredibly fast at this. Just, you know, to give you a general review of this kind of perspective, because there's nothing like too special about what I'm doing right here. Now I'm seeing that this Vanguard is quite low. You can see the you know, 1v1 number 2, nice hard stun coming in, backstab into Shiv, into Eviscerate, and this of course is his death. Very nicely done right there, nice damage coming in, and of course he was the only guy to be able to contest me right here. So this bomb is getting planted as well, so the enemies they are having a very hard day. You can see that fat man sweating right there.
Yeah, boy. Sweat for me. Plant that bomb. Boy.
As he's trying to you know, get that bomb planted, it's just so difficult. Now, this guy, of course, I am, you know, attacking him because he put a cloak field there, and I didn't want to risk getting uncloaked and not being able to mind trap him, or whatever that thing is called. And I'm just, you know, spamming in some AoE abilities, and I actually do survive, you know, so I stun break and vanish right here. So I'm actually still going strong, I'm still active right here. This is, of course, all due to Concealment being nicer, and this is where I downloaded the data core. So I actually did all of the work in this game, so that's kind of neat. And of course this is a very easy win. The second half of this game is a bit sloppy, so I'm just going to cut that away. I can assure you we won that because they, you know, they have no chance of actually getting through that fast like we did. So just take my word for it, we won, and that's it. So my name is Drewlik, you've been watching PvP, and as always, have a good one.